Hey everybody, I'm so excited to have the incredible Dr. Sveta Silverman with me today. And we really just wanted to share with you, for me, it's been a challenging week. I've had a lot of pain this week. I've had, a lot of things that thought processes too that I've really overcome. And so some days were more challenging than others. And we really wanted to talk about what have you overcome and how do you celebrate those moments and how do you get through them? And Sveta, you really had some incredible insight that I would love to share today.
Well, thanks, Amanda. Well, actually, I would like to ask you, so how did you overcome your difficulties with pain and stuff? And how did you celebrate it?
So overcoming that this week, a lot of people commented on my Facebook Live when I posted on earlier, and they had some really amazing feedback, and I'm so grateful for that. What I found was really beneficial for me is meditations. So really to go within, connect with the pain that I was experiencing, and just reminding my body that it's healing. It's just learning to communicate again and just allowing it to know that it was okay. And I reminded myself that this was just a moment in time and it, like every other moment, passes. And so I just looked forward to remembering when I didn't feel the pain, remembering how it felt to feel good and have things, parts of my body move with ease and grace and strength and love, and just loved those parts of my body that were needing it.
And did you allow to celebrate? You just said love. Did you allow to celebrate and love yourself? Did you kind of stop and acknowledge yourself as to, look what I did. Look how great I dealt with this. I had this challenge, but I dealt with this. And I'm so proud of myself. And I love myself at the moment.
Probably not to the extent that I should have. Sometimes we take for granted that this is just something we can overcome. And maybe somebody else is listening to us right now that has the same kind of thing. You overcome a challenge and you're like, okay, next, without taking a moment to reflect on that challenge and say, hey, I did that. I overcome that, to see yourself as worthy, right?
Exactly. Acknowledge yourself. It's like sometimes we are humble and we're modest and we're somewhat shy actually to acknowledge our achievements. And some achievements are small achievements and some achievements are large achievements, but we're sort of, like, oh, that's okay, that's fine, that's fine. But I was taught actually by my how can I call it, life coach. So my life coach, Debbie Delgado, actually, she taught me to celebrate those achievements, and being Russian and being taught not to do that. It's like, yeah, that's okay, next. It's like, you don't celebrate this. I was just flabbergasted, like, what are you talking about? What, do I have to throw a party? Kumbaya? And she said, no, you just stop and you basically pat yourself on the shoulder and you acknowledge yourself for 30 seconds or so, for 15 seconds. You're basically allowing to love yourself. And learning to love yourself, I think, is the most important thing. Because how can I love everyone, or how can I love people if I don't love myself, if I don't respect myself?
Truth. It really is a reflection from the inside out, right? So,
and for me as a doctor of cells, that's what it is, because I honestly believe that attitude and that positivity and that love is going to be spread into electricity or into those biochemical processes in my cells. Negativity leads to negative stress in the cells. Positivity leads to positive impact on cellular processes. And that's what we need to do, because I honestly believe I can. Ultimately, to me, as a cell doctor, happy cells, healthy cells, and happy and healthy cells don't do diseases. So we all have those moments of challenge. Like we just had a challenging moment. Don't you agree? I cannot, for the life of me, connect
Yes.
on Facebook Live with invites. Of course, it's stressful. People are watching, and running out of time and being on schedule. It all worked together. We did it nicely. We did it kindly. We did it with love. And now now my day has been readjusted. So it's a different plan.
Right? It's being flexible, to know that even though I don't know, I've learned to be flexible. Sometimes I have a plan in place and it doesn't always go the way that I think it should, but at the end of the day, turns out better than I ever even could have imagined it being.
That's exactly what it is. And, now the day goes per se in a different, but still in a very positive, a constructive and accepted direction. But I also love what you said about that daily meditation. We ignore that part. We abandon that part of a little connection, meditation, and mind releasing.
And that's probably a scary word for some people, Sveta. They don't even know what meditation is. Right? For you?
Type A, we don't meditate.
Right.
So this is so important, especially I think with when we sort of high or we have a challenging thing and huge day. We ought to meditate. We just ought to calm down.
Yeah, just chill.
So I think that's awesome. Love that connection.
I love
So,
it. And I hope you guys got a little something from this, like just to say, hey.
and if you didn't, let us know what you want us to talk about. What do you
Right?
want to cover? Because we love this Friday. We introduced this Friday short Facebook connections. I
Right.
love live Facebook. I just love those things.
It's awesome to be able to bring things from my experience and Sveta's from her experiences, and we kind of co-create together and really just share that with you to say, hey, just real people. We mess up, we make mistakes. Oh my gosh, I've come on here twice with Facebook Lives previous to this one, just to, you know what, you can do it. Just try, just do the best that you can, and that's okay.
Awesome. Love to you all. Have a great weekend. Love to me, love to yourself.
Awesome. Well, everybody, so much love to everybody out there, and thank you for watching Sveta and I.
Ciao.
Okay, I stopped live stream.
That was awesome.